Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. This is Randy here, back for another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This time we are doing this is an old game. I actually did save the battle, so this is a battle I had against Bubblelegend, Joey, whatever you want to call him. We've battled before on the channel before. We've lost twice to him, I think, if I remember, on the YouTube. I don't remember what the record was. Not that it really matters, but anyway, so this is an old match I had. This is actually a theme team kind of battle. This is actually, it's old. I know this is old, but it's actually a Super Bowl 51 team. And so I'm going to go over the team members. It's TREECKhOke, of course, the referee. We have Tom Brady, the GOAT, Goat. We have Matt Ryan, which is the Rhyhorn. I mean, the Rhydon. We have the fan, like a fan, Rotom fan. We have Talonflame, which is Atlanta Falcons. And then the Go Patriots is the Braviary. Rise Up is Talonflame, because that's what their official hashtags were on Twitter when they were gonna fight. So just to make it easier for that. And yeah, so I wanted an RU battle. I was gonna upload it during Super Bowl day, but like I figured it was too late already. But now that I have Citra going, and I have Citra going before that, now that I have Citra working, I wanted to get this battle up because of his team. He's got a freaking Treecko and a freaking Pikachu. But I mean, sure. I mean, despite him having like 3 like non-fully evolves, well, no Cupmon as well. Breaksin's very bulky. It could be really annoying with like toxic fire spin bullcrap. That's usually what they run, typically, if they're running Breaksin, if they are at all. Cinccino's always a threat. Cinccino, however you want to say it, it's always a threat. Just with this, King's Rock or even Life Orb or Banded, whichever one it is. Sharpedo, of course, is always something tough to deal with because of its speed boost shenanigans, and they can actually sweep through my team if he can manage to chip at my Rotom and my Goat. He can pretty much sweep after that. Pikachu is a threat with Light Ball. Although it's very frail, it can hit really, really hard, especially if it's like HP Grass. It can definitely tear through my team. And then Treecko, we don't really know what it does. At least y'all don't know. I do, but you guys don't know. And then we have the Galvantula, which is probably Sticky Webs, and probably going to support that Treecko and Pikachu because they're a bit slower. But anyway, let's hop into the battle. Oh, my set's pretty much. Or I think I have Choice Specs. I think it's Life Orb or Choice Specs TREECKhOke. Of course, Bulk Up, Goat, Double Dance, Rhydon. Rotom, Choice Scarf, Rotom Fan. Talonflame has the Flying EMZ just to be able to Brave Bird something with priority and not lose any health. And then Spadef, like bulky, Defogger, Braviary, because this team lacked like anything, like sort of team. Like this team was bad. It was horrible. But not that this team's any better. No rocks, no spinners, or anything like that. But anyway, let's hop into battle and let's see how it goes. So I'm of course challenged by the Pokemon trainer Joey. And so I believe I lead up with TREECKhOke. Oh no, I'll lead up with my my Braviary, anticipating to lead with the Galvantula so I can defog immediately. No, I go to referee. That's why. Referee. That's right. I had it right. Lead up with TREECKhOke because I lead with obvious leads. No ground type, pretty safe. It's faster than everything on his team. Go for the Volt Switch here, and does a really low amount of damage considering a max special attack, Life Orb. So here I go into Braviary for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because I don't know why, because I knew he was probably going to Wisp or Toxic, but he actually goes for a Wish immediately, which was kind of interesting to me. So Braviary here, Go Patriots, of course, represents America and all that stuff. Brave Bird, even though I hate the Patriots, just a fun fact right there. I mean, I don't really hate them, I just don't like them. But Brave Bird does a really good chunk of damage, considering I'm not even offensive. I'm actually running like a lot of Spadef, no bulk up, just like a lot of Spadef for defog. I needed some sort of Spadef like wall on my team, so I figured this would do nicely. Very nice stat. Goes for the Will-O-Wisp, gets all of his health back. Brave Bird did a good chunk, but, what can you do? He burned me. So, typically they run, now that he's got Wisp and Wish, he probably has Protect, and then probably Fire Spin is his only offensive type of move. So, I don't want to get trapped by this thing, so I believe I make a switch into my Rotom. Or no, I'll go into my Talonflame to avoid Fire Spin. Not sure why I did this, but he goes for Fire Spin. Misses. And here, I go for the U-turn, thinking he wanted to switch out there. I didn't want to burn my Z-move. My Z-move probably would have knocked him out, looking at the return damage, but I just didn't want to risk anything. I thought maybe he'd go into his... Well, I mean, he didn't really have a switch into it, so I guess I misplayed here. Again, this is an older battle, so it's definitely... this is around the time I was struggling with like team building and stuff. Like, I was really, really bad in Sun and Moon, but now I'm starting to get a hang of it. I'm getting pretty good now. I'm pretty solid at least, just to, hold my own, So, as you can tell with some of these battles, sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. So, get out of there. He's a Fire Spin, traps my. Doesn't really trap TREECKhOke. I can always Volt Switch. But as you can see here, this Breaksin's very, very bulky. I don't want to go into my Rhydon because of course he can just Wisp me. So go for T-Bolt, hoping he can knock it out. But of course it just really it's nothing. So It's pretty obvious he's max special defense, max HP with the Will-O-Wisp, with the burn to neutralize those physical attackers. So breaks in being very annoying. So it was just difficult to kill. You know, I could have easily just tried to go into my Rhydon, but it was really difficult. And then of course I didn't want to waste my Z move on Talonflame because I wanted to save it for the something. I'm not sure what I was saving it for, honestly. I probably should just nuke it then and there, but I decided not to. So that's what that's about. So goes for protect, stalling out the burn stuff. I don't want to volt switch out because I don't want to like let anything to get burned or just like get fire soon again. So I'm just hacking off my Zepstrika here. I was always afraid of him going into his Pikachu, so I go for overheat on this turn in case he wanted to somehow go into Pikachu, take the absorb the special attack, and then have me die to burn. So I went for overheat that last turn. He would finally die. So he finally goes down, breaks in, took down like my whole Zepstrika and just completely neutered my my Braviary. So breaks in somehow just tossing me around. So you know, that's always interesting. So going to my Go Patriots because I know it's pretty much worthless right now. It's burn, can't do much, got defog, and I figured he wanted to go into Galvantula, taking up his webs. So I make a really stupid play on this. As you can tell, this is why I was such in the slump. He goes for Thunder, and I thought he'd go for Sticky Web immediately, so I go right for defog, and you can see that Braviary just tanks that Thunder with like a champion. So you can tell this thing is very bulky on the special side. I'm not running max special defense, but I'm running a lot of special defense for sure. I'm running max HP, I think, I'm pretty sure. But I tanked Thunder for defog, so pretty much a wasted turn. Definitely should have went for like Brave Bird just to like break its sash. So here I just go for it again. I go for Brave Bird this time. It didn't really matter what I went for because he bug buzzed and killed me. So this guy eventually gets to live. I stupidly decided to not kill it, or you know, because I could have killed it and then brought in Rotom just to like, or at least break its sash and then have Rotom finish it off. So definitely a huge misplay. So I go for Air Slash, hope I can get a flinch here to avoid him getting sticky webs up. And of course it doesn't work out, but he goes for that Thunder again. So really not rushing the sticky web. I guess it really wasn't a big deal because both of my mons he needs to slow down are in the air. So I guess looking back at it now, it didn't make sense for me to go for it. Like, I mean, Go-Go's already slow, and Rhydon, I mean, I mainly did it for Rhydon because it's double dance, so it definitely needs all the speed it can get. So, but anyway, like I said, really bad plays. So goes into his Pikachu, and I mean, as cute as Pikachu is and all friendly it looks, it's definitely a threat. Give it a light ball, the thing doubles its attack and special attack, and it's relatively fast. It's like base 95, I think. So it's really good. So he goes for light extreme speed there, try to catch a quick kill, but get a lot of good damage on Rotom. So I'm assuming he has nothing to hit me with. He could have went for T-Bolt, but he knew I was switching out anyway. So go into my Go-Goat, and I just immediately click the Horn Leech because I don't want him to bring in other stuff to beat me. So I go for Horn Leech. Really a safe play. It probably killed Pikachu because the Pikachu's really bad defenses as he sacked Sharpedo. So I was really shocked to sack Sharpedo, but I knew he was going to try to go for a game with the Treecko. And like I said, guys, Treecko is very it's an interesting Pokemon. Definitely not really good at all. He just uses it because he likes to mess with me with it. But Sensino comes in, Cinchino, whatever it is. I call it Cinchino. I don't know why I call it Sensino now. But goes for Tail Slap, and I just stay in because I can probably tank one, go for the Horn Leech, and get most of my health back. That was my thought process here. We had Tom Brady, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. As much as I don't want to admit it, I mean, I don't think he's the greatest of all time. I'm not trying to be a salty hater, but I mean, he's got a good coach. He's always had his good coach was able to help them win a lot. The AFC is relatively weak. They have good teams in the AFC, but like they have Peyton Manning who couldn't always get it done. I mean, he beat him a few times. He owned him in the playoffs, but I don't know. I just don't think he's a GOAT, honestly. He has 5 rings, yes, but you got to consider the AFC is kind of weak. Sure, the Pittsburgh Steelers are. I mean, but Big Ben was a good, he's a good QB and he has a good history. He's really good, and of course he's very tough as well. But he didn't always get it done either. So it's like, I mean, you could say that Brady beat them and stuff, but like, I don't know. He's always had the defense, sort of. He's always had the coaching, of course. And the AFC's kind of weak, and then the NFC guys usually just choke. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of different variables because of who else played in his era, given his era as well. Because him and what's his name, Montana played in different eras, so you can't really compare the two. Anyway, so back to the battle. Talonflame go for my Supersonic Sky Strike to just knock out the Cinccino, and that way I avoid using my recoil and losing my Gale Wings. I figured that was really important here. So at this point in time, all he has is the Pikachu and the Treecko left. So I'm looking really good here. Goes in the Treecko. Now here is where I make the biggest choke of the game, right here. So with those two left, I go for Brave Bird. I know he carries Sash because that's what he uses. We've battled it with it before. I did have Tailwind, and he carried HP Rock because I knew this, guys. You guys don't know, but I knew this when we were battling, and I still choked. So I tanked a HP Rock from full. So what I could have done is went for the Tailwind. I would outspeed even with this Unburden, or go for Tailwind. He wouldn't have Unburden up. I would live. I would outspeed, kill him with, break it down to a sash with recoil. I would die probably after recoil. He's down at sash, and then I have Tailwind. He's double speed, but Scarf Rotom outspeeds TREECKO. I could have went for Air Slash and knocked it out and won the game with my Rhydon, even though Pikachu probably had HP Grass on him. So, but Rotom probably did an easy 2-shot, and I think I tanked 1 HP Grass from. Actually, I probably didn't. I don't even know how I could have won this game, or I had Tailwind up, so I would have been fine. But goes for Giga Drain, and he knocks out my Rhydon, and is able to win the game. So yeah, his TREECKO ended up late game sweeping against the Talonflame. So it was a really huge choke. Like I said, guys, I was in a big slump. He played well though. Don't get me wrong. This guy plays well. He makes some hard reads. One time we were battling, and he left in his Bisharp on a Conkeldurr when I clicked knock off twice, and he stayed in and knocked me out. Like he was making plays. You can call me messing up, but that's what happened. Anyways, it was a fun match. It was interesting for sure. This is really just like a chill battle. Like this battle was definitely not like serious at all. If you guys are looking for like high quality OU Smogon like tour games, don't expect that here. I also apologize for like that little screen is showing up in the bottom right for some of the videos. I think 2 of them it might be showing, so just keep that in mind. Maybe this one, the next one. But hope you all enjoyed seeing TREECKO kick my team's butt. So yeah, definitely a huge misplay at the end, but it was a fun game. Super Bowl 51 team. It looks really cool. On paper, but it's really bad. But I'll be trying to do theme teams like this for like sports, maybe like the main sports things like NBA, MLB, NFL. I'm gonna try doing like theme teams around championship time. So hope you all stick around for those, and hope you all enjoyed the battle. And we'll be back for another one soon. Take care.